Polkatrudeness is a very interesting runner for the stable. She's having her first start for us and a lovely race to kick her off in the Australasian Oaks. She settled in really well after arriving from New Zealand. She had a nice barrier trial. She travelled down to Melbourne and then on to Adelaide and looks to be in really good shape. So I think she's an exciting addition to the team and really looking forward to seeing what she's got to offer on Saturday. Harvest Moon's in really good order. I thought she'd come out of her most recent run in great shape and thought it was a terrific effort on that occasion. She stuck on very well. She's, as I said, emergency for the Australasian Oaks, but most likely to take her place in the Group 3 Chairman Stakes. She is taking on the boys on that occasion, but I think the step up to the 2,000 metres should be ideal for her. She stuck on very well and certainly good each way chance. Sold Choice is taking her place in the Group 2 Fillies and Mares Queen of the South over the mile. She is first up for the run, but she's had a nice grounding here with a couple of trials at Randwick and a jump out at Flemington. I thought she'd come back in terrific order this preparation. She's really strengthened up and been training well. She is first up here, so I think she will take some nice improvement off the back of this, but I feel she's in for a nice campaign. The Novice has travelled down to Adelaide. He looks in great shape. He's taking his place in the Group 2 Toblin Bronze Stakes. I thought he was excellent there. First up, he showed great speed and stuck on very well. Thought he found a very strong race there. Second up, may have just sort of felt the pressure there in that race. So I think he can be forgiven for that. I think third up now he's ready to show his peak. So looks well placed here. Amazonian Lass is racing first up at Eagle Farm. She's in the listed Princess Stakes over the mile. She's in great shape. We saw her take out the Group 2 Wakeful Stakes last preparation over the Flemington Carnival. So no doubt she's a filly that's going to continue to improve as she gets over further, particularly being first up here at the mile. She is on that filly's path and the Oaks campaign there. So once she can get up close to that trip, we're going to see her be more competitive. But I think she should run well for us first time out. As a very encouraging trial from Sir Lucan at his most recent at Canterbury. I thought he's come through that really well. He's on the quick back up here, but that was just a nice tune-up for a 94 handicap here over the 1,800 metres. I feel he's certainly got a bit of class about him. No doubt we haven't seen the best of this horse since he's been in Australia, but I feel he's in for a good preparation. He looks well in himself. Silent Impact's racing first up off a long break, but I thought it was very encouraging the trials that we saw from him most recently. He's come through those really well. He's a horse that should improve over further. He's 1,300 metres first up, so he may find them a little bit sharp, but as I said, a horse that's going to keep improving deeper into the campaign once we can get him over the right suitable distance, but a nice style of horse that's come back well. I just tried to give Huesca a nice freshen up. He obviously didn't quite see out the distance at Canterbury when we stretched him out to the 1550 there last start. So dropping back here in trip I think is key, getting a bit of weight relief, just going up in class. He's usually very honest. I don't expect him to be far off here. Ikasara is making his debut tomorrow in the 2-year-old handicap over 1,100 metres. I thought he was very good his most recent trial. He was very professional, was able to jump straight to the front, control things, and I thought he quickened up nicely and trained on very well. So looks to be a horse with a bit of upside, certainly a bit of ability there. The track should suit distance as well. So he's nice and forward for his first up run and hope he can make an impact. Attention Seeker's making her debut at Kembla Grange on Saturday. The 2-year-old maiden plate just over 1,200 metres. She's a nice style of filly that continues to improve with every bit of work that we see from her. I thought she'd been very honest in her most recent trial. She stuck on very well. She is a filly that's going to improve as she gets out further, just in distance and just with a bit of maturity later in her career. But I think it's a nice kick-off point for her. I expect it to be very competitive.